distillation method, how to distill that water or maybe whatever solvent is used for that our laboratory purpose, that should be that can be distilled by using this distillation apparatus. This is the apparatus, and first we will see the principle for this steam distillation method. So the miscibility is a characteristic of a mixture that would mix well in a right proportion, leading to the formation of homogeneous mixture. When such immiscible mixtures are heated and it starts arousing to the unmask the surface for a phase that involves the conversion of liquid to vapor phase. Here vapor pressure is extracted independently by an individual constituent on its own. Vapor pressure of the system increases consequently. The two immiscible liquid starts to boil when the vapor pressure of these liquids outplays the atmospheric pressure. Many organic compounds are insoluble in water. They can purify at an absolute temperature that is below the point where decomposition occurs. Now you see the procedure. First, set up the apparatus for distillation as illustrated on that board. The stopper must be lubricated and filled. That is, whatever stopper is there, all the stopper should be lubricated first, and then it should be fixed with the condenser. The thermometer should be inserted through the upper stopper. That is, this is the thermometer which should be adjusted, or which should be that means what is called that one. This is should be inserted through the upper stopper in the distillation flask for enough to allow the tip of the mercury to extend about 10 mm below the side arm opening. Then next, the stopper fitting the upper part of the condenser should be pushed well up on the side arm of the flask to within about 10 mm of the joint. The tip of the condenser should extended beyond the stopper in the adapter by at least 25 mm. Then number 6, stopper the condenser with a second clamp. That means here we have to attach one clamp, right? This is the clamp. Like this way you have to adjust this one is the clamp, and because without clamp it will be fall out. That's why you have to clamp that apparatus. Then place a 50 ml entirely flask so that the tip of the condenser is over the flask. Then point number 9, attach the lower end of the water jacket. This is the water, that is condenser. One part is the water outlet, another part is the water inlet. So attach the lower end of the water jacket of the condenser to the water line and attach the upper end to the drain. That is water outlet, and this is the water inlet. Then add a few boiling stone inside this reflux, that is RBA, because otherwise this will produce some bumping, maybe some accident will occur. That's why always whenever we are going to distillation of this any kind of solvent, that time we have to use some boiling stone. Then use an amount of liquid which will only fill half your distillation. That means in this distillation flask always we have to use half of the volume of flask. otherwise it may be fall down. So then pour the liquid into the distillating flask using a funnel so that the liquid will not run down the side arm. Insert the thermometer and start the water circulating gently through the condenser. But here we have to remember one thing, the rapid flow is unnecessary. No need to increase the flow rate, that is water inlet. When you increase the water flow rate, it will maybe some accident will occur, or maybe something will happen. That's why always whatever water inlet is there, that means increase that water. It is not water inside that condenser, water flow, which is not necessary. More speed is not necessary. So then heat the flask gently until boiling point. By this heating method only, you have to increase the temperature inside the liquid, or by heating method only you have to heat the flask, that is RVA, whatever content is inside that RVA. Then when the liquid begins to drip, adjust so that distilled drops at a rate of 1 drop for every 2 seconds. Then collect until amount desired of obtain. That means whatever sample is distilled, when this vapor passes through this condenser, this vapor phase is converted to that liquid phase, and that liquid phase is collected by this receiving flask. Then collect until amount desired is obtained, but never allow flask to become dry. So this whatever solvent will coming, or maybe that vapor phase after condensation, whatever liquid coming, that should be collected by receiving flask, and that flask, that means this receiving flask as well as this distillating flask should not be dry. If it will dry, that means some temperature will increase the temperature, maybe that flask will broken down that flask. So always we have to remember that flask should not be dry. Stop. Thank you.
Stop.
Hello. Now you see this is the distillating unit, right? Whatever diagram I have drawn here only, this is the only diagram part of the schematic diagram of distillating apparatus. Now you see whatever distillating apparatus is there, whatever apparatus is required, I will see that apparatus. Please
Start.
now you see this is the distillation unit. So this is the collecting vessel, this is the condenser, this is water inlet, and this is the outlet, and this is inlet, this is your reflux, and this is heating method. By this way also we can distill our that is whatever solvent is required for that extraction purpose, or maybe our lab purpose, we can get that by this distillation apparatus only. We can get that pure solvent, that means completely free from any kind of impurities. Thank you.